food that we will make this evening, it's a little bit historical. The story is about a very famous Hungarian poet. Let's say he's one of the most famous Hungarian poet, Sándor Petőfi. This is a very old book I wanted to show you because it's from 1878. So these are his poems. So the story about the young poet, he went out with his friend, Mr. József Székely. He was a librarian. So the librarian, the poet, after a great day, wanted to have a dinner, but he arrived to their favorite restaurant a little bit late. And there was nothing in the restaurant, only some leftover of cabbage ragu and the leftover of meat ragu. So the guys they had no time to go anywhere else. They were very hungry. So they said, okay, no problem. Ask the owner to mix the two together. Mm-hmm. It was sometime in 1846 or 45. And the poet's friend, Mr. Székely, asked the owner to mix the two together and they eat. But at the end, the result was very tasty. So the next time when the poet went to the same restaurant, he asked the cabbage as Mr. Székely asked. So they mixed it together again, the two ragus. So after some years, the food became famous, and cabbage by Székely. So it's named after the librarian, Székely Káposzta, cabbage by Székely. So this is the food that we're gonna make this evening, okay?
Sounds good. Yeah.
Things that we need is meat. Actually, the food is from pork meat, but I don't eat pork, so that's why I make it from turkey.
Oh, turkey.
Okay, but it's same from turkey, not from chicken, maybe from lamb, pork, lamb, or turkey. Okay. So what we need is 60-70 grams of meat. Okay, onion and garlic and cabbage. Some rice at the end and some spices. Okay? So first, you know that the favorite spice of the Hungarian kitchen is paprika. It's very funny, you know, because paprika is originally from America, the American continent. Paprika, the paprika is not something Hungarian. We have paprika, I don't know, since 18th, 17th century. But now, I'm sure that for 200 years, it's the basic spice of the Hungarian kitchen. So paprika is very important. Into the oil. Or you can put first the onion with the garlic and then the meat. Usually, actually, the Székely Káposzta is the food that everyone makes a little bit different. But I do the way my grandma did. Okay? So it's my grandma's day. You have to know that Székely Káposzta is a food for winter time. Because, okay, now in supermarkets we have every fruits and vegetables, but in the end, 100 years ago or 200 years ago, they don't have only the seasonal vegetables. And sauerkraut, cabbage, was all the time in the year. And of course the people prepare foods from the things that they have. So it's a special winter food. My grandma always made it for Christmas or before Christmas. Hungary, traditionally the sauerkraut is made by those German people who live here in Hungary. So there's a small town called Vecsés. It's near to Budapest, and they are the most professional in sauerkraut making.
Is it a German town, or just...
They are German who live here in Hungary for decades, for centuries.
They have a German origin.
Yeah, of course they are Hungarians, but they have a German origin. We call them Schwab people, Schwabish people. So they are those Hungarians who have German origin, but they live in Hungary for centuries. But they are the masters in making sauerkraut. Salt. We have to wash it because the sauerkraut is very sour, so we don't want our food to be sour. So that's why we have to wash it that way a little bit. Because the sauerkraut is a little bit too sour and too salty. Good. Fine. The only spice we need is paprika. If you would like to make this food in advance, don't forget to buy some Hungarian paprika.
How many types of different paprika?
Yes, we have the strong, so really spicy ones, and we have the sweet one. And most of the Hungarian food we are using the sweet paprika because it gives the flavor and the nice color, but it is not strong or not too spicy.
Original Hungarian paprika always has the nice red color. Because there are some other kind of paprikas, but the Hungarian paprika has this very special, nice red color. Okay, so we need and now we let the meat here for 20 minutes, half an hour, to be half ready. Okay? And then we will return.
Sounds good.
And of course, Hungary was in the center of his poems because he wrote many poems in Hungarian's landscape, the rivers, the mountains. Palinka, the Hungarian spirit, Hungarian biscuit.
At the spot.
Yeah, then dry it and smoke it, because smoking is the best preservation. So, I think that the meat is half ready. So it's not very soft, half ready. Then it's very simple. We just put the sauerkraut on the top of the meat, like this. And we need some special spices. We put some bay leaf on the top, some caraway. You can use the seeds or the powder, as you like it. And the black pepper, the whole pepper. So, not the powder, but the whole pepper. Okay. And the top, we put the rice. As I told you, it made by different ways. Some people don't put rice in it. My grandma did. So we put the rice on the top. Some more salt. The rice soaked the water very soon. I think 20 minutes, 25 minutes, it will be ready. I think the food is ready. When the rice on the top is soft enough, it means it's ready. It's a sour cream.
Sour cream.
Well, it's not sour cream, it's something like this, but it's special Hungarian. It's a little bit maybe sweeter than sour cream, but this is what we put on the top. Okay, enjoy your meal.
Put it all over?
Just try a little bit, and then if you like it, you can put it more.
Thank you.
Igen. Igen, igen.
This is a very famous kind of Hungarian wine from territory, from Székely County. So it's something really special Hungarian, famous, and it goes well with the Székely kaposta. With Székely kaposta, it's okay. This wine is okay.
Extra sound effect.
Special effect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So enjoy your meal.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.